Well, hello world, welcome to Raccoon Point Studios. I'm Sean Bombs, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Catalinbread Belle Epoch Deluxe. It has 6 different algorithms in it. One is for your classic EP3 Echoplex tape voicing. Number 2 is for your dark analog voicing inspired by classic Bucket Brigade delay chips. And then 3 is a Roto-swirl, which the repeats are going to act like a Leslie or sound similar to a Leslie. 4 is the sweeping resonant filter, so you can use an expression pedal to kind of sweep like almost like a wah or a Qtron on the repeats. And then you have a deluxe memory man, one with chorus, and then the last one is deluxe memory man with vibrato. So they're basically the same, but just one has a different kind of modulation. So you have your depth knob, which is going to control your modulation depending on what program you're on. You have record level, which is an analog circuit in there, which is going to drive your repeats. So if you turn that up, it's going to make the repeats dirtier, distort it, and everything like that. It will not affect the guitar's original tone, just the delay lines after that. Then you have your echo volume, so you can make it louder or quieter. And if you're going to turn up the recording level, then you're probably going to need to bring that echo level back. Also, if you turn the echo volume all the way up, it's going to be completely wet. So if you were going to use this as a effects send with a mixer or a console or whatever, or in your DAW, then you'd be able to do that. Then your echo sustain is your repeats, so how long it repeats. After 2 o'clock, you're going to have some self-oscillation. And then you have your echo delay, and it goes from 80 to 800 milliseconds. And when you turn that thing, it will have pitching just like the real tape machine would. Then on the left you have this foot switch that's for self-oscillation, and that's user tunable. If you take the bottom of this thing off and look on the inside, there is a internal trim pot to mess with. And then you have your bypass and on the right hand side, and that can be in true bypass, which it is right now, or it can be in trails mode. I haven't opened this up yet to look inside, but I will, and I will probably be putting it in trails mode, and that is on a internal slider switch. So I want to talk about the expression pedal now, because they're not all created equal. For this you need a TRS expression pedal, and I have 2 of them here. One's a Moog, one's a Roland. I have the Roland EV5, and I didn't feel like it worked as well as the Moog does with this. And I wasn't getting that big of a sweep no matter where I had the knob on the expression, because you can like tune it a little bit. And the Moog seems to work better with this pedal. Just food for thought. I'm not sure about any other expression pedals. Those are the only 2 I have here. And the power supply. This is important as well. It takes 200 milliamps. I tried to hook it up to my Pedal Power 2 Plus, and I was getting some hum. So that tells me it needs isolated power. So I hooked it up to another power supply that was, just like a wall wart type style. And it worked just fine, no noise. That being said, let's get into some sounds. I've talked plenty. So we're going to start with the first program, which is the Echoplex. I have the expression pedal hooked up, which is set up for volume. So I'll play with it, and then I'll just kind of bring it in and out so you can hear. It's very useful. So if you just have it always on and you have your expression hooked up, then you can always bring it in and out. There's no real way though on this thing to adjust the knobs like you would on, say, the Strymon Brig, where I can control multiple knobs. This is just either volume or delay. So it's kind of like an actual analog pedal would react when they have expression. They're kind of limited in that way. Let's see, let's try the delay time with this. That's actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can turn this knob, the delay time knob, and if that changes anything. So now it's on the slowest it can go. Huh. Oh, okay. Alright, so it seems like you could have it at its shortest delay, and then towed down, you would have it wherever you set it. So and then you also have this button for self-oscillation. I'm going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to mess around with that expression to see how that actually works. Now I'm going to mess with the record level and all that kind of stuff. Maybe too much. Add a little bit more of that chorusy effect here, or warble. So I definitely want to get under the hood in this thing and mess around with that self-oscillation. If I could get it to be slower ramping up and slower ramping out, that'd be great. It's a little bit too abrupt. Let's check out how far I can set it manually on the repeats before it starts to self-oscillate. Right around 1 o'clock, you can get some almost self-oscillation, but then it goes away. It's not like sticking around and getting louder and louder. It's just enough. So let's move on to the dark analog voicing, and this is the Bucket Brigade style. So let's go to the Roto-swirl, where the expression pedal is affecting the depth and warble of the Leslie style modulation. So that's pretty cool that you can actually play something and keep the Leslie on this low setting, and then in the middle of the repeat you can crank it up with the expression pedal and have that warble later on in the note. Let me show you again. You get the idea. You can blend it in and out, and then you're adding little coloration here and there with that, and not being overbearing the whole time. Instead of something always on, you're kind of having a little bit of it, and then you bring it in, and it can help to accentuate certain notes that you want to kind of stand out with that kind of sound. So that's cool. All right, so we'll move on to the next one, which is the manual sweeping resonant filter, which is probably my favorite next to the Echoplex program number 1. So let's check that out real quick. So I just want to explain it real quick. So this expression pedal is just controlling a resonant filter on the inside of the pedal somewhere. I don't know the circuitry, but it's not something you can control with just this depth knob. I think the depth knob is actually going to still be used for modulation, tape warble, whatever the case may be. Also, if you use this with the Catalinbread soft focus reverb, I feel like it gets even cooler. I love that. I really do. If that was the only thing that this pedal did, I would be happy. So now let's hear what the Catalinbread sounds like going into a fuzz pedal. I'm going to leave it on that resonant filter because it's probably going to be the noisiest thing that could ever happen. And then I'll switch it around and put the big muff in front of the delay, and we'll see what that sounds like. All right. Alright, so I have them switched. Let's see what that sounds like. Same settings on the delay pedal. So now we're going to try number 5, which is the Memory Man. It has chorus on this one, and I have the chorus already on a little bit, and I'll mess with the knobs and all that stuff. So now I have it on a very short delay, almost like a slapback. And I have the record level up hot and the echo volume down low, so it's not too much in your face, but you'll hear with this fuzz in front of it, it's pretty gnarly, and you can do some pretty cool classic rock stoner type stuff. Anyway, this pedal's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's versatile. The delay algorithms do have some differences. They are very similar, but there's some differences. So if you made it this far, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to stay notified, and hit the like button so other people can see this video. Helps the algorithm, helps this channel grow so I can continue to making videos like this. I will see you in the next one. Bye.